the Ask Men Advice subreddit, this comment says, "What are you single guys looking for in a girl, and why are you single?" I'm guessing this is a woman asking this to try and get some tips. She continues to say, "I keep coming across so many single men and women, and they're just not clicking. Women have an entire list of what they want. What do men want?" Okay, that's, at least she's aware that women have a long laundry list of what they're looking for in a man, what they're looking for in a man. I can already tell you a lot of men who have low standards and they don't have a lot of success with women. All they're really looking for in a woman is if they're interested in the guy. Yes, it's important to be pretty and to not be toxic, but some guys have the mindset of any hole's a goal. It's a terrible mindset, but you see it a lot because men aren't getting many matches. They might get one match a week, and that match might not be their particular type, but they're lonely, they want companionship, so their list is much more lower. However, if you are a guy who's a bit more selective and he's had bad experiences in the past, he doesn't want to have those bad experiences again, he's going to be more selective, and hopefully some of the comments are going to match with what I look for in a woman. If they don't, I'll obviously add my own opinion. So this guy says, "I'm looking for nothing and finding precisely that." Okay, you're going to get some Reddit comments of some doomers, some guys who have bad experiences in dating and they've just thrown in the towel. I completely understand it. I've had bad experiences in the past with women. It's important to work on yourself, know your values, know what you're looking for in a woman, and have your own self confidence to go back in the market and realize not all women are bad. You just got to be a bit more selective, got to have that confidence and work on yourself. Don't think this guy has done that. He's thrown in a towel. Hopefully, he gets back into the game when he's ready. "I just want someone who is loyal, likes me, and who I enjoy being around. Anything above and beyond that is a bonus." Again, low standards here. He should be asking for more. But let's dissect this. So, someone who's loyal, absolutely, that's very important. The loyalty factor does come in after the relationship talk. We do live in a society where women are going to be dating other guys while they're dating you. It's the unfortunate truth. So you won't know that loyalty until around the relationship conversation when you two become exclusive. So that's something to certainly look out for. The next part he said was someone that likes me. Again, I said that from the start, is that is the low boundary here for men. A man will like a woman even if she isn't quite his type, but as long as she likes him, as long as she makes him feel good about himself, he will go on multiple dates with that woman, even if he doesn't view anything long term, because he just wants that companionship. He just wants that itch scratched, so to speak. It's not a good thing long term, and I think you shouldn't bring down your standards just to have some companionship. But you've seen a lot of guys, just going with someone because that woman likes him. And he wants someone who enjoys to be around. Yeah, it's important to enjoy that person. That's why it's important to be with someone more than just on the look side of things. You want someone who you can have good conversations with, someone you can have fun with, someone you can actually learn stuff from, which is really nice. And he says anything above that is a bonus. Again, yeah, just low standards from these men. They just want the bare minimum because, you know, something is better than nothing, which is a shame, but that's the situation we're in. Honesty, loyalty, intelligence, compassion, and a healthy adventurous streak. So we're going to see that quite a lot. Honesty and loyalty. Men need loyalty in their women. I'm imagining a lot of these men have had women who've gone behind their backs and dated other men. That's hurt them. They see a lot online about women being promiscuous and cheating on their husbands or partners, and that affects the mind for a man. And it's always important to be cautious. For me, loyalty and honesty is hands down in my top 5 traits I look for in a woman, And I think that's across the board for all men, no matter where you are on the political spectrum, no matter where you are in your experiences with women. Loyalty and honesty is going to be very high up. It's hard to find, but if you do find it in a woman, then she might be a keeper. Intelligence and compassion, yeah, if you want intellectual conversations, that is important. Sometimes women say they're intelligent because they go to university and stuff, but they still get infected by the woke mind virus, so to speak, and literally come up with NPC talking points because that's what the mainstream media told them to believe. So intelligence is a bit of a risky one. Sometimes it's better just to be in a relationship with a woman who doesn't go to university and hasn't had their mind infected. Compassion, yeah, it's important for a woman not to be so self-centered, and to show that compassion to people, to be nice to people, to show compassion to you. Like if you're ill, she'll come over, she'll look after you, she'll ask you how you're feeling, she'll put your feelings above her own. So that's really good, especially in a world where there isn't a lot of compassion. We are very self-focused. Even me, sometimes I'm self-focused, so I'm trying to work on that myself. So if you find a woman who's compassionate, that's fantastic. And to have a healthy adventurous streak. Um, yeah, that's key actually. Healthy adventurous. You don't want her to be adventurous where she's going on these solo traveling trips and staying in these hostels, and who knows what she's getting up to in those hostels. Healthy adventurous streak with you. You go on adventures together. But yeah, you've got to be careful with that adventurous word, because you don't want them going away by themselves or on girls' trip and you know having adventurous experiences with other men. I'm single because I'd rather be alone than unappreciated. Again, yes, it's sad to see that a lot of men have that viewpoint in life when it comes to women. They feel unappreciated and they'd rather just be single than put themselves out there and be hurt. Guys, you've got to be out there. Even if you get hurt, view that as another lick of paint, some more experience. Because the more experiences you have, the better you become when it comes to relationships and knowing what you want and being able to deal with things. It's all right listening and reading content online about relationships, what to do and what not to do. There's nothing better than taking the plunge and having your own experiences. Next one says, as I'm 34, a woman who doesn't have kids, yeah, I would never date a woman with kids, no matter how beautiful they are. Maybe when I'm older and maybe I have kids and unfortunately I go back into the dating market, maybe that's something I consider. But even then, it's a tricky path. When I was on the dating apps, you scroll maybe to the last photo and you see that she has a kid in her photo. That's an automatic, left swipe or right swipe. Which way is a no? Well, I'd swipe no, basically. It's a shame, especially if a woman who was in a relationship long term and she really thought that guy was going to be her one and only, and they have kids. Then she had to go back on the dating market because maybe he left her or he died. Then I think that's probably a different scenario. But still, it's a headache to be in a relationship with a woman who has a kid, because understandably she's going to put that kid first above you, and at the end of the day it's not your kid, so it's tough to enforce boundaries with that kid. So yeah, you want a woman without that baggage, as mean as it sounds. Doesn't mean the woman's bad, just means it's better to not have that baggage when it comes to dating. I want a smart and kind woman. If she's cute and hot to me, that's a cool feature too. No, being cute and attractive should be one of the key factors. Like, that is important. Um, Me and my girlfriend been watching that series Love Is Blind, and they try and say to you, "Oh, you can find love without the physical attraction." Yeah, you can, have a bond with someone, but it'll purely be a friendship bond. You've got to have that sexual desire. You've got to find them attractive So these guys saying, "Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if she's cute or not." Like, no, she's got to be cute. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. Women care about a guy's looks. A woman cares about. Wait, I got that wrong. A guy cares about a woman's looks. A woman cares about a guy's looks. It's always been like that. It's always going to be like that. So these guys saying, "Oh, I don't care about her looks," they're lying to themselves. Guys, have standards for yourself. Yes, she's got to have great personality traits, but make sure she's cute. Make sure she's fit and active, um, because the ugly women who maybe are overweight and don't take care of themselves, that's going to continue into older years. And if you're in a marriage with them, it's going to get even worse. So when they're young and single, that's when they should be at their youthful and active best. If they're not, then imagine what they're going to be like further down the line. I'm single because I'm bottom of the barrel garbage and remain such. Poor guy. I'm not looking for anything in a girl, I'm looking for something in myself. Society tells young boys that getting laid is a status symbol. In my 20s, I put an enormous amount of my self worth in dating and being appealing to women. I had a lot of success, long term relationships, textbook good boyfriend. When I needed to be, flings, whatever, I kept running into the same problems. All my relationships hit a wall that I seem to have some subconsciously built. That's as far as that guy goes. I don't know what his conclusion was. Um, what can I take from that? I'm not looking for anything else. I'm looking for something myself. Okay, yeah, do some self-help then, and to try and work out why you keep hitting this barrier with women. Only you can work out why that is if you do some digging into yourself. Let's do one more, and maybe I'll go through a short list that has come into my head. I'm single due to a chronic illness, and most women don't want a man who has a chronic illness, and rightfully so. That's sad. Yeah, unfortunately, both men and women are going to be put off by a chronic illness, depending on what this guy has. Um, yeah, no matter how much self help you do, you're going to struggle to find someone especially if it's a illness that is going to affect your dating life. If it's going to mean you're constantly going to the hospital and she has to care for you. I'd like to say, oh yeah, you know you can be fine in dating. You know, a woman will see you for your personality, but kind of like I said with dating a woman who has a child, you don't want to date someone with a lot of baggage, do you? And unfortunately for this guy, it's going to be viewed as baggage. But yeah, work on yourself. Hopefully you can make yourself look presentable and have a zest for life, even if you're going through something internally deep down that is causing issues. But yeah, best of luck to that guy. I don't really know what his chronic illness is, but I can imagine it being a detriment to his dating life. So let's answer the question of the OP from my point of view. What are you single guys looking for in a girl, and why are you single? So I'm not single at the moment, but what am I looking for when it comes to a woman, and what would make her become a girlfriend in my point of view? Yeah, she's got to be feminine. Feminine in that she's got to have the feminine traits of looking pretty, being polite, not being too aggressive and masculine. She's got to be slim. She's got to be active in that she likes to go on walks. She doesn't get too out of breath walking up the stairs, so to speak. She's got to be kind and generous. She's got to be kind to people around her. People got to like her, and she doesn't snap at people, is not argumentative. Yeah, we got to have fun. We've got to be youthful together. We've got to laugh at stupid stuff and go on fun, exciting dates and just vibe off each other. It's got to be, it's got to be easy going with her. What else am I looking for? Yeah, she shouldn't have any toxic baggage. She's got to be a good communicator. I don't want her to give me the cold shoulder. I don't want her to have a negative view on men or have negative past experiences with men. I want her to look at me for me and not for, oh, you're a straight male, all these bad things. I don't want her to be overly political. I don't want her to be infected by the liberal toxicity we're seeing in the world. I want her to have her own opinions, but also be open to hearing my point of view on things. She's got to respect me as a male, as a man, um, and I think she's got to have the long-term goal of wanting to have her family, wanting to be married and respect that person, and not believe in divorce and abortion. And she's just got to be have those traditional values, but also be liberal-minded in that she's open to me and she's open to what we can build together. Um, but yeah, she's also got to be prepared that I'm not jumping towards marriage. I'm going to need many years to make sure I vet her, and she's got to be comfortable with, yeah, I'm not going to jump into marriage. I'm not going to jump into playing happy families because I'm not ready for that, and I've got to make sure she's ready and she fits what I'm looking for in a woman. Because especially when you get a bit older, because I am going to want to be dating women who are younger, and I am dating a girl right now who is younger than me. We're not, jumping into the marriage just because you're about to hit 30. Like, I'm going to take my time and make sure you're the right girl, because you hear these horror stories of guys marrying a girl too soon and it comes back to bite him and he loses half his wealth and loses access to his kids. It's a scary world out there. So that's my short list. But guys, make sure you're dating women who you find attractive. I don't like to see those comments of guys just saying, oh yeah, as long as she's nice, doesn't matter about her looks. Looks do matter. Alright, come on guys. Anyway, that's all. Cheers. See ya.